There you go. It's live.
Yeah, what's up, y'all? Yeah, Anthony got behind. We here, Clover Lane project, and we're doing what's called like kind of the last punch list, checklist of items to do. You kind of see here that we got it broken down between, you know, interior, exterior, painting, bathrooms, kitchen, basement, garage. Just got some general cleanup stuff to do. So right now, again, project management 101. The punch list is the worst part of the project, especially when you're wrapping up. We just had our tenant come by, April and her family, new occupants of the home, and they moved some things in. We let them do it a little ahead of schedule. We already got the money, so it's all good. Thank you, April. So it's kind of a one-time courtesy, but normally we don't allow anyone to move in until we are completely done and finished with the project. Lease has been signed, money's been received. That's when we completely turn it over. But in this case, she has some extenuating circumstances, and so we want to get her in here as quickly as possible. So she's working with us, we're working with her, and I think this will come together good. So kind of what we're talking about right now is, yeah, you can see up on the roof we have some paint splatters, kind of on where we tried to paint the edge, and some chips. I think some of these might be some lead paint chips as well. Look at the room and just kind of see what's done. But we want to figure out what we can do without having to actually pull up any tiles or shingles. See if there's anything that we can do to kind of cover that up. We're going to power wash the brick a little. We got some stains, some algae, and microbial growth on the roof when we had all these vines that overtook the house. Now the house is clear, it can breathe, but we still need to get all that, the remnants of those vines off. And then just from out here in this area, you can just see the garage is slam packed over here. So the garage is packed with stuff, so we gotta start getting all these old doors and shutters out, tools and whatnot. I know Dan has some things in here. I've got some stuff in here. Slick's got his ladder. We've got some building material we can move out. We got to save a couple of those spots because we've got a sink and a toilet that needs to be returned to Home Depot. But just some little odds and ends things that will get sorted out. All this cardboard needs to go to the recycling. Trash needs to be emptied. Stuff like that. And as you can see, we got a bunch of paint chips and whatnot down here in the mulch. So we're going to take the rake, kind of try to rake over that stuff, get some of that chips up if we can, but rake over some of it and get that sorted out. While we're out here as well, we got M&R coming back. They're going to be wrapping the exterior of the windows with some aluminum wrap, which will be good. We weren't all that pleased about, the sanding and paint job, but kudos to Ricky and Mike. They came out here, they looked at it. They said, hey, look, we can do better than this. We're going to make it right. And that's why I always tell folks, I don't really care if you mess up. That's fine. Just confess it and fix it. That's all I care about. And unlike those guys from J Cabinets who don't acknowledge their problems, don't deliver on time, and then completely try to screw you on price anyway. So other than them, everybody else is acknowledge their mistakes. They come back and fix it. And that's all I really care about. While we're on the exterior, we got to do the chimney sweep. That we talked about as well, and onto the back. They got a few things we got to do. We got paint chips, bigger ones back here that we're going to pick up. I didn't put that down. We need to sweep off and power wash. We got some paint splatters back here on the brick, on our brick patio that we need to do. Power wash, rear brick patio. And then sweep it. We gotta sweep it too, so. Sweep rear patio and pick up paint chips. Alright, so we gotta get that done. We power washed it back here fairly decent. Hit it again while we got it out. We vacuumed out the good careful right there. We vacuumed out the gutters, but speaking of being careful, our man Sean Jones used some type of masonry glue for our brick patio, and that stuff did not stick well at all. And so he's going to come back this week and actually come back with some mortar. And let's make sure that he doesn't just do the top. Make sure we do all the layers. Otherwise, there's the potential for the same thing to happen. We get a rush of water or whatnot. All these bricks going to be sprawn all over the place like last time. We don't want that. So shout out to Law and Order, Sean Jones, for owning it, saying, hey, look, it didn't work. I'm going to come back and fix it. That's what I care about. That's what stand-up people do, and I appreciate that. All right. And so we vacuumed out the gutters yesterday, so that's all done back here. Again, same situation. This is just sloppy though, man. This is sloppy with this paint drips up here. I'm gonna take out these paint drips up here on the top. Like in the top part, I could understand because it was like higher up. Back here, I don't understand it. I mean, that easily could have been taken. Especially over here. You see all these spiders back here. We easily could have taped that. You could have got a ladder going up there very easily and done that. I'm not a big fan. But again, don't care, it happened. Let's just get it fixed and move on with life. We're gonna get these rear windows wrapped as well. And then again, shout out to Fahad right here because we missed the window originally on the count. So both M&R and we missed. Fahad as the project manager just owned it. It's like, yo, it was my job. I'm accountable and responsible for it. He took ownership. We got a new window on the way, and we're gonna get that installed and fixed. Again, everybody makes mistakes. It happens. I make mistakes every now and then, but I own it and I fix it. That's what I care about.
We're going on the inside.
All right, so we're basically done. That's pretty much all the stuff we gotta do on the exterior. I think we hit that pretty good. Obviously here, the big elephant in the room, or the big object missing, is the countertops. So supposedly Jake's cabinets are coming out here with our countertops tomorrow. They better be, or I'm gonna hulk up on them. But they're gonna come and install the counters, cut them to size. I told them that since they messed up and drew this incorrectly, that we need 10 extra inches of it. I do not intend on paying for that, but they're going to cut that for us and get that situated. What his excuse was is that instead of trying to mash up and be even with this, we should have offset and pushed this back, and then we would have had the problem. That's not the right answer. So, at any rate,
That would not look right, sit right, or be balanced right.
no.
Really wrong answer.
So yeah, that's the wrong answer. So at any rate, they're dead to me. And the Eden Mandate and Four Squares Development, any business or person that I'm associated with. Okay, so here in the kitchen again, countertops. We've got some touch-ups to do. Tay and Brian, when they were installing the microwave, we got a couple scratches and dings on the walls. They already acknowledged that. They said they're coming through tomorrow to kind of just do some last minute touch-ups. Some of these edges, we got some paint up there. I don't know what that is or how that happened or whatever. But we've got some edges. I think this might be caulk or something. Some of these edges look a little tacky right above the window. So we want to get that sorted out. And then even over here, we've got some more edge work that really does not look all that great. I'm thinking we might have had some tape lines up there.
Yeah,
Pulled
and it peeled
back.
off.
It pulled the paint down.
So we got to touch that up.
So, and I think this might actually be caulk here. I think somebody actually caulked this, which is great if they did, but it doesn't look that great. I don't know if we can touch that up or not.
Yeah, we can touch that up.
You know what I mean?
We can touch that up. Touch up the edges.
Cool.
Well, yeah, they did have some holes. That's right, they did.
Yeah, I think they're trying to like cover it up, which is cool. I appreciate that.
That's the first step. Then the next step is just going over with the paint. Then it's fully sealed.
Right.
No air
infiltration.
Yes,
That's right.
exactly.
And then like these edges right here, like even over this light switch here. So I know it probably wasn't even. I'm sure it wasn't actually. But if we can get like either some caulk here or some filler here, so you don't see just a big gap in the hole behind the switch. And the same thing up here. I'm pretty sure, to your point, exactly what they were doing. It's kind of doing a caulk line up here.
But
But
test that up.
yeah, but it's got a little, it's a little slight, man.
Kitchen. Cool. Okay.
And it'd be cool if we can do a caulk line here. You see
Yeah,
that? You see that big?
yeah.
You see that big gap there? Alright, cool. So I'm just gonna do a couple things. So we're going to touch up wall underneath microwave. Edge up. Edge tape and caulk lines between wall and ceiling joint. Alright, so that's for the kitchen. So the kitchen. In here, I mean, I think this came out perfect. You know, I mean, obviously over here, this spot, I don't know if anybody did anything with it or not.
That's cool.
Yeah.
Touched up.
But
Touched up. True.
it just kind of commands attention as soon as you look at that wall.
Sure, man.
Alright, I don't want to pick on anything else. One for me is I need to get all of these books and proof of purchase for all the appliances and register all of them. So we have them under warranty. I need to do the same. I still haven't registered the HVAC, so I need to do that. That's on me. So, we'll get that set. But in here, it looks pretty good. So this room, I would say we just need to check off. I mean, this doesn't look all that great. See these paint drips? See that gray coming over the white here? Other than that, I think it looks really good. So just a couple touch-ups in here, man, and I would say we just check this room off. While we're right here, one thing that needs to be done is the stairwell.
I don't think that light
Needs to
switch.
be,
I don't know which light switch is it.
Hmm?
I don't think that light switch somewhere.
We don't have a bulb in here that it blew out. There we go. So which one was it?
Middle.
The middle one?
Yep.
There we go, cool. So, this looks good. So stereo needs to kind of, I don't know if we need to stain it first or put it back up, but before we put it up, or stain it afterwards, or whatever the case is, but we need to put the stereo back up. It went on this side. I just need to attach it. Steps look really good. I don't know if we edged up around here, but it's kind of off. I think somebody wants to caulk that. Yeah, that's caulk. Like we kind of missed the edging. Alright. And let's come in this room here. So this room, this kind of threw us off a little bit. 'Cause obviously, we wanted to sweep and mop everything, but we let our occupants move a few belongings in. It's a little more than what I thought, but either way, we'll be okay. But we want to, kind of just do one last check through on this. I was always fairly impressed with this room. I don't really see any outright blatant imperfections in here with the paint. I think there's a lot of care. Are we going to paint this mantle again, or Let's see. Is this just dust up here, or what is that? That's just dust. Okay. All right. So we just need to clean the
Yeah,
dento
they
up.
put the clear white coat on it.
Yeah. And then oh yeah, that's what we gotta do, dude. We need to clean this.
That's the chimney.
Clean ashes out of fireplace.
For now, are you thinking about just cleaning and keeping, or are we gonna maybe do the gas logs?
I think we're definitely do the gas logs. I'm just not pressed for it right now.
Got you. So we just gotta clean it.
Yeah, I mean, either later this year, beginning of January, we'll bust that out. But right now, I think we're okay. We'll just clean that out, call it a day, seal it up, say don't use it until we're done. Okay.
Maybe tomorrow before we. This gonna be maybe.
I think you're right. We need to do that first before we try to.
So we need to do before all of that. Honestly, the chimney suit, because when they do that,
a
lot of it drops.
Yeah.
The one thing I thought about putting like a cover here, so nothing falls. But like that's something I'm gonna figure out like tomorrow.
Okay, cool. Yep, that'll work right there. All right.
Chimney suit, bread.
And sweet. Got one more extra. Got a leftover tube of caulk. Concrete caulk that we didn't need. Awesome. Take that with you. And do we know if we use the same keys for this door, that door, and that door?
The back door and the front door, yes. Here's the
This
key.
is a different one, remember?
Is it?
Yeah. This was a whole different side.
Safety latch. Pull it up. It ain't one to come up.
We shouldn't need to open that.
No, I'm just making sure it's operating properly.
Yeah.
And after it's painted, sometimes they tighten up. But
All right.
we just have to peel this the
Oh, the
sticky
film
off.
off?
Yeah.
Yeah.
You just wait for it to dry.
No.
But you guys see the view.
So that key does not work. Okay. All right. Cool. No problem.
Separate.
Let's hold on to that key for me. Yeah, so we'll have to get the key situated to see which key works. 'Cause I think it's a whole nother key for the garage.
The front, back, and garage were together.
All together?
They were.
I don't know about that. Let's try it. But figure out which keys go to which
Push
locks.
down, push up.
It's pretty
Yeah,
good.
that one goes up, and then we do that. Pull that one just a little bit. There we go.
They couldn't catch a lick on us now. The same about the door.
Yeah.
Literally.
So we were laughing because when we were renting, we replaced the door, but before we got it trimmed out and before we put the lock on, literally, you know, we had all of our appliances in here. So all you see these appliance boxes, right? Dishwasher, stove, fridge, microwave, everything was just in this room. And we had no way of really securing the door because we didn't want to put holes and put a latch in it prior to putting the doorknob on. So we literally put a 5-gallon bucket here in front of the door. And then Fahad came back and stacked some boxes on it. So the only thing that was standing between somebody and a really, really good holiday Black Friday sale, free appliances, was a paint bucket and some cardboard. So, all right. So that's that. Let's look at this bathroom in here. So, what we need to do for this bathroom is,
Maybe one up here.
I know they blocked, unfortunately back when we were renovating the property, we had a bunch of holes in the floor from when they were running up vents and whatnot.
Yeah.
And the floor was not very well reinforced, so I believe Tommy was up on the ladder. The ladder kind of went through the floor,
Yeah.
he slipped, and then they broke one of the shutters off. Broke one of the shutters off on the bathroom window.
On the new window, are you gonna keep the shutters or just take it on out?
Take it out. Take it. Well, we have another bathroom set. I like this. I like the concept of a shutter here because if somebody's in here doing their business, Somebody's walking behind
Do
me.
you have a piece to?
I think we do.
If that, I would love to keep.
I think we do in the garage. Now, my next question is, are we going to paint these window trims like we did all the other ones?
I'm gonna do the inside of the white.
Yeah, I mean, like right here, like, you know how we painted all the other window trims?
Yeah, we have to, yeah.
Yeah,
Yep, so let's write that down.
yeah. Ooh. Man, these windows suck. Oh, you know why? I didn't realize
There's
that.
no glass right there.
Yeah, man, I did not know that.
That's why the floor took so long to dry. We gotta put something there.
Yeah, daggum. I didn't realize that the reason why, you know, the heat kept being on, the reason why the floors weren't dry and the paint wasn't dry, because we had an open pane of glass here. Okay. Go figure. All right. I'll tell you what we can do, though, for right now. Let me just close this. Man, that does block pretty good. That does block the air really good. So, yeah. So we'll do that. So for downstairs bathroom, replace shutter with part from garage and block open window pane. Paint window trim on downstairs bathroom.
Sweet.
Alright, cool. Well, water run, and it gets really hot really fast, which is good. Hot water runs, cold water runs. We don't have soft close on this method cat like we did upstairs. But that's cool, it's magnetic instead. Cool. Alright. That's a good skill in that bathroom. Alright, let's take upstairs. Let's see what's going on. Punch list, y'all. Punch list suck. But it means you have to go a lot, so it's cool. Starting bedroom number 1.
Another one?
This is paint sprayer.
Oh.
I ain't used yet, but I need to take it home and figure out how to use that sucker. So up here, good job on the paint brick with the window bench. This room, oh yeah, you know what we gotta do? Look at this.
Duster. Swiffer.
So all of the fans are like this because there's a lot of cutting and sanding and plastering and stuff down in here. So we just need to clean all of the ceiling fans.
Some more.
Clean all ceiling fans. And for how I hook this up with all the light bulbs. So we got light bulbs in all the fixtures now, that's cool. Did we come back and put light bulbs in the closets? No. I think we got a couple
Extra here.
bulbs laying around somewhere, I hope. I think we got one in here, but in fact, hold on.
Well, I took that one to the.
Let's see.
Might be too big when you need it.
Okay, so for whatever reason, that pole came up, right? That's not cool.
Let me see. Grab me one of those, the LEDs, and let's see if it makes a difference. Little things like this.
so we gotta figure something out.
This, let's not mess with this till tomorrow.
Yeah.
It's fixed up. We're writing it down. It's not in right now. It's in like a weird spot angle. Like, light fixture. Main room. Light fixture. Main room light fixture. Closet.
Didn't we have some extra light fixtures down there too?
Yeah. Light bulbs?
No, fixtures, like the thing the bulb screws into.
These or those? There's that would
I think we had some extra like these. We had a bunch of them, I thought. No, it's awesome. Okay.
So that's
Alright.
tomorrow. Got to lock my door.
It's a great neighborhood, still. Got my office up in that joint, you know. Alright, so bathroom. This is really on us. Brick, AU, I think Shelly's coming tomorrow as well. So
Right?
yeah, Britt already got the paint out the grout line, so we've got some exposed, some holes in here that we're gonna try to caulk these.
Yes.
So we
What
got
did
some
you
caulk
use to
down.
get that red out?
That excellent. That
That really works really well.
She
I
used
think
this and acetone.
acetone and
there's
toothbrush.
more brushes, 'cause this floor will be white if you do that. One thing that I noticed that we have to do is we gotta put something here, and then push it down, because that's when we have our inspection, they're gonna point that out. So let me write that down. Maybe seal it up, like, because truly, what is that connected to?
Nothing now. It was the radiator.
We can tap it down and close it.
Yeah.
Add to
So plumbing. So we know we got JT coming out tomorrow
the- yeah.
for plumbing. Check plumbing and verify flush of all. Check plumbing and verify flushing of all toilets, sinks, and drains. Alright.
Cool.
So we gotta finish up about we're gonna clean this, so we can get this back white again.
We need definitely Swiffer. We need like something to get all this dust off, pretty much, and do a nice smooth shiny coat.
Yeah. Got the closet door installed literally last night. So I think I'm gonna just leave it that color and let them do what they wanna do with it.
It's nice.
So-
The thing you said is good.
Yep.
The foldable ones.
Yep. So we need a rack for them to put their
Yes.
clothes in.
Well, you know they have the things, kind of like the bathroom shower. It just sticks
Yeah.
on. You don't even have to screw it,
Yeah.
and you can adjust it. That's going to be
And they also will need to is like a shelf.
like
I get a shelf on top. No, so like, you know how so it'll be
Yeah.
the arm going across
Yep.
with the hang the clothes on, there's a shelf on top.
Yep. I know what
So
you're talking
we can do that. So
These floors, since they have their stuff tomorrow, like when I'm in here tomorrow.
need clothes rack and shelf and middle bedroom closet. We need to find the trim that we cut out for these areas. So need trim. Need trim for middle bedroom closet. Oh man, tired. Let me take a load off on this window bench. Ah, yeah.
How tall are you? You said
6'8".
I'm only 5'7", but look.
We can both sit down on this window bench. We can talk our talk, do our business. And these window benches were engineered for well over 400 pounds of weight. So you can have two grown-sized adults sitting on us at the same time with no problem. So that's kind of cool. And really and truly in here, I would like, I guess what do y'all think, man? I kind of want to do
Oh.
the interior door. Maybe all this crap out of the closets and
I was
whatnot.
thinking if we do this, we gotta,
Yeah, that's true.
it's like, that's the only reason it
Yeah.
doesn't make sense right now, but
Um,
we're gonna have to scrape that. What are these pieces here? That's what I was
It's
asking.
a quarter round that goes on the base of the base trim.
This is not what you were looking for?
No,
You're looking for the little pieces.
we're looking for this. See how it goes all the way around and it stops right there in that corner?
Oh, the one piece.
Yeah. There were several little pieces.
We have. We have.
Well, we should have emptied all this stuff.
Yeah.
Mm.
This
Yeah.
this is what I wanted to figure out. Like,
Yeah,
what's for
we're
keeps?
going to need an outlet cover.
We have that.
Yeah.
Outlet.
Good point, Brett. Yeah. Outlet cover for middle bedroom.
6
closet,
eyes is always
5 window bench.
better than 2. I didn't even see that. Touch up right there. That's called 300 penny. Outlet cover, second room.
Can't believe y'all got me out here working on my birthday, man.
This was your gift, like she said. Oh man, this dude. Hold on. One thing, but this shows you like birthday, rain or shine. Like sometimes it's hard to get out of bed, but when you're dedicated and you have a goal, no matter what, you make it happen. And it's been like I was telling the lady that was here. I met Anthony 3 years ago before I graduated. Yeah, through the drive-through at Popeyes. Got an internship. That's how I met him at Graham. I had a couple different options. Then this Graham Center coach, she's like, hey, you have an internship with Anthony Moore at the Graham Architectural. I was like, sweet, because I was waiting, because I was looking forward to working on him. And some of the stuff we work on over there, remember, like cutting down cycle time, building a team, training, all of that stuff. I'm like, why? Like at that moment, I didn't understand what he was teaching me, but we're implementing all of that now. So every lesson was a key.
It was, man. It was cool. I knew something was special about this dude, and like, he talking about some, hey man, you know, you think I might be able to get an intern? Like, what's the chances of that happening? I'm like, probably 100%. I mean, I'm the VP of Ops, so like, I kind of make those decisions.
We here, now we here. Alright, so this room.
Kind of the same thing, man. We need a closet rack here.
I think closet rack for all of them, I believe.
Yeah. But this room is like all but perfect, man. Like, I really, really like this. There was one area back here in this bedroom. I think somebody came and kind of got. It was this. It was like all over here, and somebody got that area, but they left that.
It needs
little spot,
finished.
so I don't know, yeah.
Well, I'm gonna talk to Dan once we're done here. I might have like more than 3 guys come here and just have a few people get this done first before we go to the other thing. Just wrap up. It's little things, but if we have everybody doing little tasks, it'll get done quicker.
Yeah. Cool.
So spot, third room. This is gonna be trashed. You mentioned something. There's a glass in here.
Yeah, I want that.
I was gonna say, I don't know if you put that.
I'm taking that home for the garage, for the basement, baby, for the kennel, for the workout room. Look at myself.
But yeah, we're gonna have to shop back this. Are we doing anything to this?
What?
This.
Oh, the wood panel?
Yeah.
I mean, probably just wipe it down.
Cool.
You know what I mean?
Okay.
Yeah, we need to wipe out. I mean, same thing in that closet in there too. That's here. All the closets I got on my list. All the closets will be emptied. And at least swiffered out. You know?
I'm just like I'm hitting on this because you won't see this. This was built in the 40s or the 1920, right?
1940.
You don't see stuff like this anymore.
That's a cedar closet. Man. That used to be like a big deal back in the day.
And that roof that we changed, it was ply. Was it ply? What was it originally?
Cedar shingle. Cedar,
Yes.
saw a cedar shake is what it was.
This house is really vintage. We tried to keep some of the stuff, but at the end of the day, we just updated everything that was done. They'll go here.
Yeah.
Same thing, another bed. I like these, man. I was not sold on it at first because I have not seen these in many homes, but
Yeah,
it's really convenient. They appreciate that.
that's pretty cool, man. We were literally in here one day, and it's just like, man, these joints look so empty. And I remember that Slick had built one for his daughter, and I'm like, yo, Slick, it'd be great if we had window benches on these things. And Slick's, I'm like, 'cause I thought he had bought it somewhere. He's like, I made that. I'm like, well, how about you make 3 more? And so he took care of that, so they were really good. Really good. All right, y'all, and that's pretty much the deal. That is the 1336 Clover Lane project. At a whole, it's the project punch list. Now that we're at the end, and it was very, very, very exciting. It was a cool project, stressful at times, but what people don't know, go back and check my YouTube channel, Anthony Moore 2. Just go to youtube.com/Anthony Moore 2. Push that subscribe button, and you'll see that I didn't find it, but Cody Lighty was in here quoting me on the job, and we were in that master bedroom. Come over here, and we'll show you how it went down. We might have to just cut this part and make it its own separate video because it's really cool to think about. All right, so we're in here, and just imagine it's just stuff on stuff on stuff on stuff, just trash everywhere, right? And the dresser was right here, and literally you had to lean on this, kind of walk over, and Cody looked down at the dresser and was like, yo, man, it's $7 in here. He was like, here you go. So I took that $7 and I went out to the truck and I made a video and I called it my $7 prophecy. And I was sitting there and I was like, you know what? 7 is a number of completion. We found 7 crisp $1 bills in a house that looks like complete and total trash. And it was almost like a prophecy saying that, look, don't worry, this property is going, even though it looks bad, it's going to be restored, and it's going to be a valuable investment for you. It's going to be a wonderful home for somebody else. And I literally sat there and I counted the 7 I had in my hands, and literally, I have those $7 on my dresser at home. I will not spend it because I sit there and I look at it every day like this project is going to come together. It's going to be seamless. It hasn't been seamless, but I thought it was going to be seamless. I thought it was going to be very profitable, and I thought it was going to be a great opportunity to help another family, and all of that came true. So check out the $7 prophecy video on my channel, youtube.com/Anthony Moore 2. Hit that subscribe button, like the videos.
Stay tuned for more. We are going to do a wrap-up video from the start to the beginning. We're going to put it on his page. Also, more wholesaling classes coming soon, too.
That's right.
So stay tuned, everybody.
Y'all gonna subscribe, lock in now. All right, y'all, be good.